Hello Virgo, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Virgo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Virgo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And an 8 of Pentacles. Very, very lovely. I feel like you have been cultivating a life here. That you've been working very diligently on something. Slowly, steadily, with a lot of attention to detail. Very meticulous. This is very good. This is Virgo energy. Essential Virgo energy here. Let's put it into some context, okay? We got a 2 of Wands. Yeah, the Hermit. This is your power card. We've got a lot of very strong Virgo energy here. We have an Ace and a 2 of Wands. Ooh, a 9 of Pentacles, yes. And the bright sun. 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 5 of Wands, and a Knight of Cups there. So we've got... This is funny to me, and I'll tell you why. You're doing such wonderful work, and success is right on your doorstep. I feel like overnight things are just going to suddenly blossom, right? All this work that you've been putting in, you're going to see the results. But when we get to the path of the serpent, it's almost like you don't want to believe it. You know, it's like you're kind of fighting against it. You're like, no, this can't be true, right? But it is, it's happening. Okay, accept it. Let yourself feel good about it. Okay, let's select the mystery card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot that we'll just set aside here. We're going to put Tiny Bob Ross right on top. Happy little Bob. And now we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation we need. If at any point during the reading you feel like you might know what that card is, put your prediction down in the comments. All right, let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition. All right, I think it'll be fun. Let's take a look around the room here. The only thing we have for major arcana, Hermit and Sun. You're searching for something. Oh, you find it. All right, this is beautiful. We've got fire. We've got water. We don't have any air, but we've got a lot of good earth energy. The earth energy right down the pipe here. 9, 8, Hermit. Hermit doing the work of the 8 to achieve the 9, right? Going from bottom up here. You're doing what you do, instinctual. You're going through the motions. You're doing the routine of life. You're doing your work. You're showing up every day. You're putting in the effort. It's bottom-up processing, right? There's no air energy here. There's no conscious interference, direction. There's no doubt. You're just doing it, right? You're not thinking too much about it. You're just doing it. You're doing the work of the 8, and that is very diligent work. Paying attention to details, being very meticulous. But it's also a card that doesn't have expectations. This is just saying, I'm doing a good job just for its own sake. Paying attention to the details. A little bit of water, a little bit of sunshine, a lot of love, and things are happening. You know, you're cultivating, you're tending to your garden. You're planting seeds, you're nurturing them, and you're allowing them to do their thing. Just as a matter of fact, right? Not with any kind of expectations. But what is it doing? The 8 is becoming the 9. The seeds, the plant is bearing fruit. You're getting to the 9. This is gain. This is now you're seeing, whoa, look at all this delicious fruit now that I've grown. You're starting to see the results of your work, and I really think it's going to be like night and day. right? We've got this fire energy going straight across this way. We've got earth this way, right? See, now this is the key of manifestation that I always talk about. Fire to earth, impulse to behavior, right? Having the will and the desire and the motivation, the inspiration, having the results, the behavior, the manifestation, heaven to earth, above to below, instantaneous, right? No interference from our human personality. Where our human mind, in this case, when we go from fire to earth, our human mind is acting as the perfect conduit, the perfect conductor, right? There's nothing jumbled up in our heart and mind that is slowing down the flow of creation, okay? So that's what we have here, earth, fire, right? Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, the sun. And I mean, the sun is the source of all fire, of all light and life, right? It is the sun. It is the physical sun, but the spiritual sun. So this is beautiful. But then when we get over here, we got a lot of water. So it's kind of like we have now, it's like it really has stirred up our feelings and we're feeling some kind of way about it. It's almost a disbelief, but that's okay. That's all right. That's an okay problem to have, You're going from hermit mode. This is kind of you, again, is kind of withdrawn, doing your own thing. I think that you've been, kind of introspective lately. I think you've been a little bit introverted because you've been focused on your work. You've been tending your garden, so to speak, whatever it might be. It might be career, might be school, might be family, might be your spirituality, might be your entire life, right? You've been tending your garden. You've been doing what you do. And it's paying off. It's paying off. This is the Ace of Wands. This is in the past position. This was your original impulse idea. This is really the seed that you wanted to plant. What is it that you're trying to accomplish? What is the flower? What is the fruit that you're hoping to grow here? That's the question, and I don't know the answer to that because the Ace of Wands is still unknown. You got a pocket full of seeds. I don't know what they are. I'm no gardener. My wife, she's the gardener. She does tea leaf readings over at Ula, tea leaf readings. Go check out her readings. She's a Virgo too. I don't know if you know that. This is what you're trying to accomplish. This was the original impulse, idea, the inspiration, the motivation. And this is behind you. This is what is fueling all of this. This is what got all of this thing rolling. This is what started this in motion. And now with that too, now I think we're really seeing the change. Now we're seeing that this is, we're going from the Ace to the Two, right? And the Two is still very balanced. It's now kind of seeing, we have the Ace, and the Ace is kind of within us, right? This is my motivation, this is my spirit, this is my will, this is my consciousness, this is what I'm all about. Now we see the Two. Now it's reflected out in the world. Now we're seeing that what I'm all about is now extended out into my world. It's manifesting. Now we're seeing the potential. Now we're seeing ourselves reflected in the work we're doing. And we own it. And it's kind of like, it's empowering because we're responsible for it. You're doing this, right? And I think this is going to be kind of an overnight thing. I think you're going to wake up and suddenly it's going to be a lush garden. Reminds me of that episode of The Office, right? With the Jim's magic legumes, right? Dwight plants them, and literally overnight, these seeds are full-blown plants, right? Overnight. And it's almost unbelievable. I think that's why we've got this confusing water energy on the side here, because it's kind of unbelievable. But it's happening, okay? We've got the sun in the future position. This is success. This is everything becoming clear to you. This is you now able to see the entire garden. This is success. This is happiness. This is health. This is wealth, right? This is pride in what you're doing. This is both you and it is spirit. And this is kind of, you're almost able to identify with the spirit, right? This is, I think it's within this energy that we really become united with the spirit. Yeah. That we get to experience God, goddess, deity, right? Universal energy, universal mind, guardian angel, ancestors, spirit guides. Whatever you want to call it, higher mind, higher self, true self. And this is seeing the bigger picture. Yeah. This is understanding now the results of the process of creation. The fire to earth results in fiery earth, right? The sun it's really that energy that that allows everything to grow. It's the source of all light and life and love. And this is real freedom for you. So I think you are seeing your plans, your inspiration, your ideas manifesting. And this, I think, is going to open up a lot of doors for you. You're really going to see the potential now. Now I think you kind of see that there are infinite paths in front of you. Maybe that's why we've got a little bit of this water energy over here, because that's a lot. It's overwhelming now with suddenly there's all these possibilities. Suddenly you've got a blank check. Suddenly you've got a ticket to anywhere you want to go. Now we're going to switch to the path of the serpent here. And as I do this, I'd like to, ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free, and I usually don't have this problem with my voice. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. And let's begin. We've got 7 and 8 of cups, right? The 7, this is the general energy. We're kind of looking at this situation like it's too good to be true. Like we think, okay, this looks beautiful. There's got to be something wrong with it. There's no way, right? We're shocked, right? We're in this kind of stunned stupor, dumbfounded in disbelief. And this is, I think, a natural reaction. When you wake up in the morning and suddenly the world is different, right? The change, it's overnight. We just think, wait, I've got to be dreaming. This has to be an illusion. This has to be a mirage. Yeah. So be ready for that feeling, okay? That's a quite normal feeling. We don't want to extend that too far, though. We have to be able to get out of that because we don't want the 7 to progress into the 8, where we start really looking for holes in it. We start looking for the cracks. And if we are looking for problems, we will find problems. If we are looking for reasons to be upset, reasons to be sad or depressed or disappointed, we will find them. The mental energy, the human energy, the heart-mind energy, will find reasons to be upset. Okay? And this is the 8 of cups. Okay? There's always going to be something to be disappointed about. And just because we have all of this perfect energy here, it doesn't mean that in the environment, in the real world, suddenly we've gotten out of the duality that we're in. Suddenly now that we're in some utopia? No. There's always going to be reasons to be upset. There's always going to be something that's not perfect. We talk about how perfect this fire to earth creation energy is. But on the earth plane, in the material mechanical world of duality, of contending forces, there will always be good and bad, light and dark, right? And everything in between. Okay? So we're prepared for that. We're ready for that. Now, we've got next the 5 of Wands. And this is in the difficult position. This is, I think really this is us trying to go the opposite way. See, we get here in this water energy and we're just thinking, no, there's something wrong here. And we just sink deeper and deeper and deeper. This is going the other way. This is an overwhelming pride. This is an ego that's just inflating. We're just feeling massive and powerful. We have to keep this in check too, right? We don't want to go too far water. We don't want to go too far with this fiery. This is Saturn in Leo, right? So this is the idea that we have to discipline our enthusiasm. We don't want to be overzealous. We don't want to have this overweening pride, right? where we just feel that we are titans and we're just stomping on everybody as we walk down the street, you know. We've got to keep this in check, too. We got to balance the fire and the water, which is very much what the Knight of Cups is about, because this is fire and water, right? It's the cardinal. This is the Cancer energy. It's the cardinal water energy, so it's fire and water. And maybe this is the way we balance what we just talked about, this water and then this fire. And this is by sharing, by acts of kindness, intentional acts of kindness, but random, right? Random acts of goodwill, random acts of love and affection, kindness, sharing your gift, giving and receiving love, connecting with your friends, family, your loved ones, being a source of this spiritual light for others. That is how we stay balanced between fire and water here. This card's all about the giving and receiving of love. And that is kind of that's the last card. That's the end. That's the name of the game here. Right. Well, let's take a look at the mystery card now. This is such a wonderful reading for you. I am so impressed with this energy. I have no idea what the mystery card will be. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. I don't know. Maybe we need a little bit of air energy. Maybe we should have a 6 of swords or something to show that we are, that we're communicating, right? To show that we're kind of, we're expressing ourselves, that we have these interpersonal relationships that we need to focus on and cultivate to balance out the rest of this elemental energy, right? The only thing that's missing from the reading is the air energy. So I'm going to say it's going to be some kind of air. It may be challenging air, so be ready for that. Ace of Swords, not challenging at all. Certainty, commitment. This is truth. This is a mission statement. This is very much now taking this impulse, this idea, this spiritual energy, this will. And now you're able to formulate it into a thought. Now it's a very clear idea of what you're doing, why you're doing it. Maybe this is the what, and this is the why. It's your mission statement. It's your statement of truth. It's your oath. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's very important for you to remember why you're doing things. What do you hope to accomplish with this work that you're doing? Right? This is really nice. And this balances everything out. This is the perfect reading. And I think it's really going to happen quickly for you. I think it's going to be like an overnight change. It's going to be wonderful. And now we're going to do an extended reading as well. If you want to stick around, click either above or below in the video description. There should be a link up there. If not, there's one down there. New Virgo readings every Tuesday and Saturday, but I'm here every day. You can come back, see me again tomorrow. All right. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. Doesn't cost you anything at all. Leave a comment for me. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. And go check out my wife's readings. She does the tea leaf readings, Ula tea leaf readings. Wonderful stuff. Her readings and my readings tend to complement each other, even though we don't collaborate. There always seems to be a resonance between the readings. Yeah, and she does readings for every sign, too. And she is a Virgo. So go check her out, show her some love. And I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you. And we're all in this together.